And we're off again, the 21st Melbourne derby, and so many questions. Will we see the city that mesmerised in the derby tempo, as we thought it might be in the early stages? Here's Luke Bratton to hit it. Oh! Luke Bratton scored again! Got the third goal in round 2 in the Melbourne derby. Now he's got the opener in the Cup semi-final, and it's a splendid hit. But oh, hang on.
Well, it's a terrific strike. And the referee's assistant have his flag up. Well, he's given a free kick by the looks of it. Thomas got a hand to it, that I'm sure of.
I suppose the linesman is indicating that he's gone across the line of vision. Yeah, there's certainly a City player in an offside position. Is he obstructing Lawrence Thomas's line of sight there? The decision from the linesman is yes. However, he's been overruled.
Well, I think that's the right decision for me, having seen the replay. I think watch the movement of Thomas. I mean, it's controversial, but you watch the movement of Thomas. I think he's had a clear sight of it. He's dived. I think he gets a hand to it. Now, whether it's the power, the pace that beats him, it was a terrific stride. He's just given it some violence from outside of the box.
Well, Luke Bratton started this move.
It goes to Brandon. He takes on Geria, a little flick inside, and he's got far too much space. No one around him. Takes it first time.
Good time.
Well, Barrow did well. He just got a toe in.
Hang on, they're not out of the woods yet. Victory. Ansell's run into a cul-de-sac. And here's Nick Fitzgerald! There is the second. Fernando Brandon with the final touch. And maybe Melbourne City are heading for their first major final.
Well, that's just extraordinary. They dealt with the first danger and then they didn't clear. And City pressed high with a number of players there. And Brandon gets the first touch. Nick Fitzgerald, I think he puts it through the legs of Lawrence Thomas, but it needed Brandon to finish it off, but a terrible mistake. You've just got, I think it's a heavy touch. It was an Ansell or Barrow. There's Barrow does good well the first time and gives the chance for Geria to come back and clear. He should be clearing. One touch there, a little touch from Bratton, maybe knocks him off balance, but you can't take that risk. Fitzgerald through the legs, Brandon following in, because Valeri would have finished it off, would have cleared it, and well, that's just a poor decision. Taking a risk in your own penalty box, and City capitalise.
Well, Melbourne Victory have just committed defensive errors. And Victory right where they want them.
And that's it.
And there it is, the full-time whistle goes. It is a moment 6 years in the making. From the early days of Melbourne Heart and the consortium led by Peter Sidwell to the takeover by the City Football Group, it's all been for this. A first major final for Melbourne City as they defeat Victory for the second time in 10 days to set up a meeting with Sydney FC in the final at the end of November. The cup holders out at the semi-final stage. Are we seeing a changing of the guard in Melbourne? Goals by Fernando Brandon in the second half after Luke Bratton had got the opener after 9 minutes. A hint of controversy about that. It was a spiteful game at times, a bad-tempered game, and the press conferences with the two coaches will surely make for very interesting listening. But I'm not sure many can deny City their success tonight. Tim Cahill is going to be involved in a cup final in his first season back on Australian soil. He didn't see out the 90 minutes, but Melbourne City managed this game very, very well, and they are through to a maiden final.